So, Joan, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Real quick, let me do this and do this and do this. So President Trump is talking, and he's not playing games. So they're asking him about the generals.
Yeah.
And Pete Hegseth saying, you know what, if you are not physically able to do the job, then, you're going to be out. Listen to what Trump said.
This time. So I'm going over, I'm going to be meeting with generals and with admirals and with leaders. And if I don't like somebody, I'm going to fire them right on the spot.
He's going to fire them right on the spot. Holy mackerel.
He is the commander-in-chief.
He is a commander-in-chief.
Well, also just, iconically, you're fired.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to play it one more time.
Amazing.
This time. So I'm going over, I'm going to be meeting with generals and with admirals and with leaders. And if I don't like somebody, I'm going to fire them right on the spot.
And off he goes. So there you go. President Trump.
That's
going to be fun.
Yeah, this...
You're fired.
This is the most anticipated and long-delayed shift in policy for the military in just decades.
Well, yeah, and I think that we all have watched the decline of the military when it comes to, drag shows, when it comes to a decline in people wanting to join the military. There's been a certain wokeness, obviously, about the military. And so for me, I can't wait to see how this whole thing plays out. I mean, part of the conversation is the fact that under Joe Biden, we didn't have anybody that wanted to join the military. Recruitment was underwater. And then Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump come along, and not only do they have that incredibly precise military action against Iran, but recruitment is up as well. So I love that Pete Hegseth is talking tough. I don't know if you've noticed, Joan, but the media has been out there with knives out for Pete Hegseth. I don't know if you saw this, but I woke up this morning.
Yeah. Okay,
and
good.
They're talking about how, he is manic and he's got this huge temper. His wife is making outrageous demands. And here's the funny thing. I have so little faith. In the Democrats and the media. I didn't even bother to read the story. Like, that's how little faith I have in the Democrats these days and the media.
Where did you see it?
Everywhere. A Daily Mail was one.
Okay.
And by the way, I like the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
But also USA Today, I think the Tennessean, and so on. So anyway, we'll see how this whole thing goes. Did you hear any other really good audio before I cue up Rosie O'Donnell?
No, I haven't gone through any more of it.
Okay. Rosie O'Donnell. Now, we all know that she's crazy. And this is going to be Fun with Audio. Now, in case you folks don't know, Fun with Audio is audio that I just found that I have not previewed yet. But this is Rosie O'Donnell. We in delay, right? All right. So this is Rosie O'Donnell, and she is talking about Trump.
When people say, I changed my mind, we have to say, welcome back to reality. Let's all be Americans together.
She says from Ireland.
Right? Because what's happening is not only happening to Democrats, it's happening to everyone. And when the Medicaid cuts go in, old people are going to start to die.
Here we go.
To die.
To die.
What he's done yet hasn't even hit us yet.
Right.
And if he's not stopped now, we have lost our country.
You know, one of the things, and I'm going to let the rest of this play, because apparently she talks about her therapist in here.
Yeah.
One of the things that Haggerty said is, first thing we got to do is get out all the corruption and all of the waste and the fraud and the abuse. That's what we need to do first before we start talking about making it better, making it more affordable for the American people. And I'm sorry, but can I just be honest, which I always am, but the old people are going to die talking point is so lame, because the Democrats have been accusing Republicans of wanting to kill people, kill old people, going all the way back to Ronald Reagan. So it's dumb because actually the Republicans are trying to make all of this better for the American people.
And I don't know, Nicole, how it is that some people cannot see it. My therapist said, why are you...
Her therapist said. I don't know. How much is Rosie O'Donnell worth? Because she needs to spend more money on therapists. That's my hot take of the day. That whatever she's spending, whatever Rosie O'Donnell is spending on therapists, she needs to quadruple it.
How is she worth $80 million?
Didn't she have an original take in The View?
Oh, a stake in The View?
She was stake in The View.
One of the original co-hosts.
Yeah. She may have been one of the producers. She may still. I have no idea.
Huh.
I have no idea.
So when you get into the producing aspect of films, I guess that's really where it really is.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
I don't know. Anyway.
Cannot see it. My therapist said, why are you so upset? And I said to her, why are you not?
Yeah.
And the therapist said, I need to start charging overtime for this.
Yeah, I have that conversation too because the gaslighting that I think.
Oh my God! So is Nicole Wallace and Rosie O'Donnell both admitting that they have to go to therapy?
I think that the left in general gets a lot of therapy.
Well, no, I think they need a lot of therapy.
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to this real quick.
You're alluding to, if you're a thoughtful, informed person, you do stop and say, well, maybe it is me.
It is you, Nicole. Just to let you know, it is you. Also, Jamal Bowman. So I know I teased this like an hour and a half ago, but things keep happening. Jamal Bowman, I think that somebody does, and I said this on the socials, somebody does need to do a wellness check on Jamal Bowman. We're going to talk about this straight ahead. By the way, Super Text line is open, 615-737-9986, 615-737-WWTN. We all remember Jamal Bowman, right? Jamal Bowman is the congressman. He was a former congressman now. He was out of New York, and he was soundly defeated during a primary because, quite frankly, Jamal Bowman is crazy. So I want to play this audio from Jamal Bowman. He is on CNN, and I guess, I don't know, is he a new panelist? Now, this is the Brain Trust, this guy who claims, I forget why he even did this. The House of Representatives was getting ready to vote on something, and I forget what it was. And he was in such a state that he actually pulled the fire alarm to stop the voting. And then he had the audacity to try to convince people that he wasn't actually pulling the fire alarm. He thought that it was a doorknob. This guy who used to be, I guess, a principal or teacher or something, and he doesn't know the difference between a doorknob and a fire alarm. But, after hearing this audio, I thought, maybe Jamal Bowman is that stupid. So I want you to listen to what he says. Jamal Bowman, and, one of the only things that the Democrats are able to do these days, as you folks know, is race bait.
And the problem is we are not dealing with America's original sin and its disease of hate and racism towards black and brown people.
See what he's doing? So he is going to go back to and I'm air quoting here, the original sin. Because people like Jamal Bowman, they refuse to look past the original sin, even though in such a racist state that America is in, he was voted into Congress.
Well, and if we're being honest, if we're going to call something original sin, would it not be wiping out the Native Americans?
Sure.
Way to make it about yourself.
Well, with these Democrats,
yeah,
it is always about them.
And sexism towards women and anti-LGBTQ sentiment. We are not dealing with that. Your colleagues in the Republican Party do not hold each other accountable when it comes to the racism that comes from the party on a consistent basis.
Congressman, I mean, where are you on
You can't be calm about this. I'm a black man in America. The reason why heart disease...
I'm white, I can't comment
Listen to what I'm saying. The reason why heart disease and cancer and obesity and diabetes are bigger in the black community is because of the stress we carry from having to deal with being called the N-word directly or indirectly every day.
Did you hear what he said? So he said that the reason why you see more heart disease and I don't know what, obesity and some of these other things, the reason why the black community, he says, is because they have all of these health problems is because they're being called the N-word directly or indirectly. Which makes no sense whatsoever because...
How do you do it indirectly?
I think he's going to talk about policy. I think that he believes that Republican policies are indirectly calling black people the N-word. Is that what he's saying? I guess that's what he's saying. I mean, look, trying to make sense of Jamal Bowman and his nonsense, I don't know, that may be above my pay grade. Let's listen to this again. By the way, you got a white guy on the panel. I'm going to get to him in a second. But, you know, the white guy's like, okay, so I don't have the right to comment on this because I'm not a black man in America. I'm the guy that you're calling a racist. So obviously he does have the right to speak on this.
And cancer and obesity and diabetes are bigger in the black community is because of the stress we carry from having to deal with being called the N-word directly or indirectly every day. If your
crazy.
Colleagues would listen and try to learn and engage and grow and stop being so hateful, we could have a better country.
Jamal.
You know, it's so funny. Jamal Bowman is calling, Republicans hateful. Listen to him. He is accusing Republicans or white people, whatever, of causing cancer in the black community by directly or indirectly calling black people the N-word. Like, does that make any sense to anybody? I'm sorry, but number one, if you've got people that have health problems, black, white, red, green, or yellow, it is not because of language. It is because of the choices that individual person has made. It is, you know what's so amazing? No wonder Jamal Bowman and people like him are so weak-kneed because they give so much power to other people. They give so much power to Republicans. Literally what he's saying is, I can't make healthy choices because I feel like these other people are racist. That's what he's saying. So I guess if you are, I want to make sure I got this right. So in other words, if you surround yourself with a whole bunch of people that are, I guess I'm just going to go with his thinking, that are black, like Jamal Bowman, then you can eat whatever you want. You can smoke whatever you want. You can make whatever choices you want in life. And it's all going to be fine because you're not surrounded by white people that can possibly, you can interpret what they're saying as being racist. Am I understanding that? I mean, do you see that there's no real sense? Like what he's saying, it's not rational.
Well, it's, math is also racist. Proper English is also racist. It's what it is.
Sam, you're giving black people cancer, according to Jamal Bowman. I think it's dumb. I think what he is saying is dumb. Here's more.
Unfortunately, we're still here.
Jamal, the hate's coming from one side. Jamal,
Now this is. I'm sorry, but I'm really excited about this because it's so funny. I want you to listen to how people start talking to him like he's a 4 or 5-year-old having a tantrum.
Jamal,
but unfortunately, we're still here.
Jamal, the hate's coming from one side.
Jamal, I feel your passion, and I understand where you're coming from, sincerely. I really, really do. It happens on both sides, Jamal. You might think it happens more on your side. Jamal, when I leave the show, Jamal, you should see my Twitter feed.
And they're acquitted. Rodney King.
He's oh my God. He's going back to Rodney King. Would you like to talk about, I don't want to go down this road, but okay, do you want to talk about how many black people are killed by other black people, Jamal? You want to talk about that?
Or the fatherless epidemic in the black community?
That's an oldie but a goodie for me, my friend, because I've been talking about that for decades.
King, Abner Louima, Eric Gardner, Trayvon Martin, black cops in Memphis. It's not the same. And I don't want to qualify or quantify pain. That's not what I'm talking about. Everyone goes through pain. But the racism in this country is the disease that will destroy us.
Yeah, you know what? His racism. It is his racism that is destroying him. And when he's doing this whole thing, he's looking up at the heavens like he can't believe what he has to listen to by these other panelists on this panel that are white. He's got he and Rosie O'Donnell and some of these other folks, man. They're just I don't know. They just need to get some therapy or something because he is and people like him. What they're trying to do is they're trying to absolve. I'm just going to talk about Jamal Bowman right now, just Jamal Bowman. What he's trying to do is he's trying to blame the racism in America for all of the ills of society, including people that are unhealthy. Racism is the cause of cancer in the black community.
Is it also the reason he pulled the fire alarm instead of the door handle?
It's
probably racism.
That's exactly the reason why he did that, Sam. That is exactly the reason why Jamal Bowman did that. So I think, when I say y'all need to do people in Washington, D.C., you need to do a wellness check on Jamal Bowman because that man is not well. And it's obviously, clearly, according to him, about the racism. It is 8:24. And here's the other thing. I would never in a million years put so much power over my life in the hands of other people. Do you know what I mean? It's like his entire life is defined by the actions of others. And that's his problem. His problem is that he is defining his worth and his life by the values of other people who he claims are racist. Why is he giving other people, and I'd ask this of anybody, why are you giving so much power to other people? Jamal Bowman, you need to define yourself with your own actions, your own thoughts, your own ideas, your own self-worth. Don't let other people who you believe are racist define you. There's racist people that are black, obviously. They'll come in all shapes and sizes and colors. Joan, I think I got some breaking news here. The governor, Bill Lee, is endorsing Republican Matt Van Epps to replace former Congressman Mark Green in the U.S. House of Representatives. This just went up on Fox News. Green's retirement triggered a competitive special election with a staggering 19 candidates. Is there 19 candidates? Good Lord. 19 candidates, including 11 Republicans vying for the party's nomination. Van Epps secured Green's endorsement ahead of his last day representing Tennessee's 7th Congressional District in July. Here, and I'm trying to get Matt Van Epps to call in because I'd like to talk to him about this. I'm really curious about, because, of course, he is a military veteran, is what he thinks about what is going on right now with Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump basically throwing it down with our military, basically saying, you know what we're going to do is we are going to have one set of standards of, men, women, everybody is going to be held to the same standards, and those are the standards of men. And Joan, if I'm missing anything, let me know. Also, if you are overweight, if you're an admiral or a general and you're overweight and you're not able to prove that you're fit, then you're fired. And President Trump said just a few moments ago, we played the audio, that if Trump's going to meet you and then if he doesn't like you, then he's going to fire you. Like on the spot is what Donald Trump said. So here's what the governor says about Matt Van Epps. My friend, this is a quote, my friend Matt Van Epps has my complete and total endorsement, and I look forward to calling him my congressman, Lee announced this morning. I'll be casting my vote for Matt, and I encourage all conservatives to join me in doing the same on October 7th. Van Epps telling Fox News Digital that he is deeply honored by Lee's endorsement, vowing to defend President Donald Trump's agenda in the House and be a strong conservative voice. Lee also saying in a statement, Van Epps is the conservative America First fighter we need representing Tennessee. Lee said in that statement, as a West Point graduate, decorated Special Operations Combat pilot, a current National Guardsman, and former member of my cabinet, Matt has the character and the courage to go to Washington, D.C. and fight for Tennesseans, so on and so forth. It's not real surprising because Van Epps, of course, was part of Governor Lee's administration. Oh, hey, there he is right there. So that's number one. Number two, Governor Lee, you've got the other three main candidates, right? So you got Van Epps, and then you've got some of the other candidates, and a lot of them were in the state legislature. Gino Bolso, Lee Reeves, Jody Barrett. They were all in the state legislature, and Matt Van Epps was not. And the governor hasn't always had the best of relationships with the state legislature. Matt Van Epps is joining us on the Newsmaker Hotline. Matt, congratulations, of course, getting Governor Lee's endorsement. That's got to be a big deal for you.
Hey, Dan, good morning. Great to be with you this morning. Breaking news with you this morning, and it's great, and really excited about the governor's endorsement. He called me a conservative America First fighter that we need representing us in Tennessee, and that means a whole lot to me. He said that I'd stand fully with the president, bringing results-driven leadership to Congress to defend our conservative values and fight back against the liberal policies that threaten our way of life, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm really excited about it.
Let me ask you, because I'm really curious as to, this comes on a day where you've got Pete Hegseth addressing top military leaders. Donald Trump is as well. And I'm sure you know what's going on. If you don't, Hegseth came out today. He said if you are an out-of-shape general or admiral, then there's going to be consequences to being out of shape. That's number one. Number two, President Trump has come out and said, if I don't like you, I'm going to meet the admirals and the generals. And if I don't like you, I'm going to fire you on the spot. And they're talking about the requirements for, men and women and so forth. And he wants there to be one requirement, that is for the men. So, I mean, what do you think of all that's going down with the military leaders today?
Yeah, well, Dan, as you know, I'm a West Point graduate, was an Army combat helicopter pilot, flew Apaches and then Chinooks in the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, and still serving in the National Guard today as a lieutenant colonel, a deputy brigade commander at 30th Troop Command.
Yep.
And so our physical fitness, the Secretary of War is focused on war fighters and ensuring that we have the most lethal and capable organizations in the entire world to be able to take the fight to the enemy. And he's ensuring that we have the highest standards, and I think that's exactly right. We've got to be prepared to go to combat at any time, and we hope that doesn't happen. Peace through strength is absolutely right. The president is right to be executing peace through strength, but we've got to be ready to do that. And the president's the commander in chief, and the admirals and generals report to the president, and the president has drawn real clear standards and expectations, and that's what he's going to deliver on, and that's for the strength of our country and our armed forces.
Matt Van Epps is joining us. So real quickly, last question for me. You have been called the Tennessee Fauci in some of these commercials. So yeah. I want to get your take on all of this. I don't think you and I have spoken about this before. So you were the strategic planner with Tennessee's COVID-19 Unified Command Group. And I think basically what that means is you helped coordinate the state's response. But what is your response to being called the Tennessee Fauci?
Well, thanks, Dan. I really appreciate the question. I don't use this term lightly or often, but that's total fake news. I was asked to volunteer to serve my state as a staffer on the Unified Command Group during a global pandemic when we didn't know the magnitude of the lethality of the virus. And I was a staffer on the team for the first 2 months of COVID. I'm so glad that President Trump and Operation Warp Speed never had a vaccine mandate. I'm so glad that Tennessee never had a vaccine mandate. I'm so glad that Tennessee never had a statewide mask mandate. And Tennessee pushed back hard against the vaccine mandate for our guardsmen, which is absolutely right. And if any guardsmen left, or anyone in our military, for that matter, left because of the vaccine requirements, and they should be able to come back with full benefits and being reinstated, and we should make that right. I think one final point too on this, Dan, is that Tennessee was the fastest recovering economy post-COVID, and that's important. And to be clear, I have never and will never support lockdowns, vaccine mandates, or liberal mask-up initiatives.
All right. That's all I've got. Matt Van Epps, I appreciate you joining us here on Super Talk 99.7. Congratulations on the endorsement from Governor Bill Lee, and good luck in the rest of the campaign.
Dan, thank you so much. Honored to be on with you again, and hope you have a wonderful day.
All right, you too. 846, Nashville's Morning News. Joan, did you get some good sound bites from Matt Van Epps for your newscast?
I did.
Good.
Nice job, Dan.
It's quick like that.
You got the scoop.
Fox News got the scoop, Joan.
Yeah, wow.
Here's a question I have.
Chris Hand is here. Hello, Chris.
Does a Governor Lee endorsement move the needle for conservatives?
I knew that was coming.
And if it doesn't, does it move the needle the opposite way?
Do you know what I think? I think for this audience, not necessarily. However, I do believe that Governor Lee is very popular amongst more the mainstream conservatives. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I think that some mainstream conservatives. Do you think Governor Lee would win again?
No.
You don't think if there was a third term, do you think he would win again? Joan, what do you think?
No.
Sam?
Also no.
All right. I don't know if he would either.
I have a hard time finding conservatives that have anything nice to say about Governor Lee.
Yeah.
And
he made some mistakes with those red flag laws.
Yes.
He made some mistakes with those red flag laws, and he's made some mistakes.
I would argue it's a red flag that he's endorsing Matt Van Epps. MAGA Matt.
MAGA Matt.
MAGA Matt.
We'll have to wait and see what happens.
It's interesting.
You were late.
I was.
I think it's a big red flag that you were late.
It was like Mario Kart out there. I'll be honest with you.
What?
It was like Mario Kart out there. So it's a racing video game with banana peels.
You don't know what Mario Kart is?
Features the characters from Super Mario Brothers.
I love being the only guy not in on the joke.
You've never you played
Mario.
N64, right?
Nintendo?
Yeah, Nintendo 64.
No.
Dan,
I mean, I may have, but I didn't play Mario.
I'm starting to think that the last video game you played was Pong with the old dials.
You can bite my britches, young man.
I feel like we need to hang out more just so I can catch you up to speed on some things.
This is what's happened in the last 30 years.
The last video game that I played. Okay, you know what? I probably shouldn't go down this road.
No, do it. You can't open that door.
Was it Atari?
It was a Sega Genesis.
It was Atari.
It was Atari.
It was. I was into Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Atari, Astro. Do you remember Adventure?
No.
Joan, do you remember Adventure when you had to look for the key with the dragons?
No.
So, Chris, what do you got coming up?
Well, today on the show,
with all of you.
Now we call that Skyrim.
Today on the show, we're gonna talk about everything. Hegseth slamming fat generals, the peace plan that Trump dropped. We're gonna ask who violates the peace plan first. I feel like it's predetermined that someone's going to violate this peace plan. It's just a matter of who and when. Plus, we'll have Josh Tefault. He's going to be in studio. He's a senior director for Turning Point USA. We're going to talk about where the organization goes next. He was one of Charlie's first hires. So he's been with the organization for over a decade. So we're going to talk to him as well.
Did you hear the audio with Jamal Bowman, where he is blaming obesity? I think it was obesity, cancer, other
heart disease on the direct or indirect use of the N-word. How ridiculous is that? Did I make sense when I said, why are you putting so much power in the hands of other people?
100%.
I mean, okay, so I want to make sure. So Jamal Bowman, so other people allegedly, supposedly, using the N-word
every day
is making people shove cake in their mouths and, all that kind of stuff and making them obese. And so is that what's going on?
I guess so.
And I thought it was interesting, the cancer. Like when he said cancer, it's like, really?
It's cancer.
Cancer.
It's tumors.
Yeah. Well. So, I mean.
The N-word,
He goes on TV with a straight face and says this stuff.
Yeah, he does. And it doesn't make any, to me, it doesn't make any sense. To me, it's just silly because I think that what he's doing is he's giving the word more power than it deserves. Yeah. That's number one. Number two, and I said it during the monologue, you're giving other people way more power. You know what? Then, by his logic, you could be surrounded by people and you have never heard the N word in your entire life. Then you can smoke, you can drink, you can eat all the bad food you want, and you'll never get sick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. And I love the people. I don't know if you heard the actual audio. The other people on the panel, and maybe you can play it. They're treating him like a 5-year-old who is in the middle of a tantrum. Jamal, I know you feel passionate about this.
Yep.
Like a 5-year-old having a tantrum.
Well, it's like what I say to my kids all the time. If your little brother knows you're going to fly off the handle when you say X, he's just going to say X more. You're letting him control you. Don't do that.
It's exactly. See, okay. It's like we're talking. It's like Jamal Bowman has the mentality of a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I surmised after that audio that I believe that he actually is dumb enough to think a fire alarm is a doorknob. Joan, I made Chris laugh.
Maybe he thought the alarm had a racial slur on it and he was slapping it.
Oh, that could have been. Stop calling me that.
I'm not a fear alarme.
What? Of what?
Mispronunciation of fire alarm.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right, very good. All right, we're done. It is 8:52, Nashville's morning news. So because of the call with Van Epps, we ran because I had some other things.
MAGA Matt.
MAGA Matt? Sure. Rosie O'Donnell has now admitted that she has a therapist. Oh, did you see, real quick, around the room, did anybody see, because I was fascinated by this, the audio that went viral yesterday inside Gene Hackman's home?
No.
No?
Did you see that? So they did, and I've got very mixed feelings about this. So we all know that Gene Hackman died a few months ago.
Suspiciously.
So.
R.I.P. In peace.
Okay, so there's nothing suspicious about his death, I don't think. His wife died, and then he died. And so
Very suspicious.
Why? Are you trying to trigger me? I don't think there's anything suspicious about it. Anyway, so they released the body cam video of them discovering his body.
Why would you need to do that?
I don't know. And you know what? I felt bad because their house was like hoarder.
Really?
Yeah. Like the wife was. She died first. Remember, his wife died, and then he, of course, suffering from
dementia, right?
Dementia, thank you. I just had a dementia moment. What the hell is it called? Alzheimer's. And
Dementia Dan.
And so then and then he obviously passed away.
Why would they need to release the video, though?
I don't know. That's the thing. Maybe because some people like Sam say it was suspicious.
Maybe,
Sam, it is that kind of mentality, which is why they felt the need to release the video. I think they said that people, I don't know, I guess have a right to know, but I mean, to me, it was an invasion of their privacy.
A little bit.
I felt weird watching the whole thing for 20 minutes.
Hoarders is a weird show. You ever watch that?
Yes.
It's gross.
I had a friend who was a hoarder.
Really?
Yeah. Newspapers stacked like to the ceiling.
I have a garage that is indicative of a hoarder.
Oh.
Do you?
I do. I don't know whose garage that is mine. That looks like it should be a hoarder's garage, but
it could be anybody's.
It could be anybody's. Anyway, it is 8:54. You know, we could get into hoarders tomorrow.
Let's do it.
Let's get into hoarders tomorrow. Hey, Joan, I've got a reason to get up early on. Was it Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
Chris is going to be on television on Saturday on Fox 17.
Is that right?
He's going to be on
Nashville in Focus with our boy Scott Couch. They always have a big panel discussion for about a half hour.
So you're a panelist?
I'm going to be one of the panelists.
Nice.
Yep. I've been studying tape.
You've been studying tape?
I've been studying tape.
You're looking to mix it up with some of the other. Now, are they all like conservatives or Republicans? What are they?
Usually it's a 50-50 split, but I think that you could make the argument that it's just about 100% Democrats, sometimes
Oh, really?
Ah,
okay.
So you're going to be the Scott Jennings of your time.
That's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and channel
snap.
my inner Scott Jennings.
Now, don't play nice.
No.
Don't play nice. You go in there and you need to be the boulder in a calm lake.
This is the exact opposite advice my wife gave me. She said,
really?
she said, don't interrupt people, be respectful. I said, I can do all that.
Go crack some skulls together. Come on.
Be the boulder from Indiana Jones.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just be the boulder in the calm lake.
All right.
I'll give you my knife. You can slash some tires
All right,
on your way in.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Do you want to be invited back? Yes or no?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, then you got to be polite.